Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DotaPit League Season 2 Group Stages. It's Virtus.Pro versus 4AC. Thank you so much for joining us here, of course, on twitch.tv/DotaPit. My name is Mott. Joining me tonight is, of course, F4L Dota. F4L, we saw a pretty good series between Virtus.Pro and Power Rangers not too long ago, man. How are you doing for this series?
I'm doing good. I think this series will be a bit more exciting. I think the Fin stack plays like some crazy Dota.
They do. That's actually a really good way of describing it. Some crazy Dota. Somehow I feel like they are a team that is up and coming and is honestly quite talented. Specifically Matamba, man. We've talked a lot about him, but I feel like he's very good.
Yeah, he's really good. So. Especially his Ember. Well, his Ember got respect banned, so there you go.
It's that good. Yeah. They don't want it. They get it out
Usually
of the
a hero that's not banned.
Well, Brewmaster is picked up by 4ASC. And this is somebody... I've seen Valax play this. I don't know if Matamba Man plays this as much, but solid hero. And they ban out the Scarith Mage as well, which is an okay counter. I think you and I have talked about a Centaur as a counter to Brewmaster as well, just to dodge the Brewmaster ultimate. So I think that's a good choice here for Virtus.Pro.
Centaur is really good against Brewmaster. I'd say it's like the best hero. I actually think it's better than Skywrath. Mostly because not only do you have a long stun, so you have a lot of disable to kill Brewmaster before he ults, but if he does go on someone and ults, you can just stampede, and then it's basically like a wasted ult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think honestly, Skywrath Mage is a bit squishy, and we talked about it in the last series, how if you don't get off to a good start, then all of a sudden that becomes an issue. But with Centaur, you don't have that problem. The only issue is you might not get your early blink dagger. I think that... I think it's going to be... they decide not to go for it. Instead, they pick up the Bat Rider, which isn't all that surprising because Bat Rider is pretty good in this situation. So,
yeah, Bat is good against Brewmaster as well. And they're going to go ahead and pick the Slurk, which is good against both of these heroes, actually. I think it's actually very difficult to play Bat Rider against Slurk. Because anytime you blink onto Slurk, he's just going to hit Dark Pact, and then you can't lasso him anymore.
10 seconds.
And it's also good against Ogre for like similar reasons, because you can just Dark Pact, and then he can't stun you.
Yeah, he loses his effectiveness because of that. But at the same time, not the most right-click in the world for a Slurk. One of my small issues with him. You could change that, but obviously he takes some items. And Ogre's very tanky, so it's tough to kill him early on in the game. So... we'll have to see how this go, but God, 7 armor, man, 7 freaking armor. How?
And was it in the last game? Yeah, in the last game we saw just how tanky he was, like early game. It's pretty crazy.
It's disgusting.
10 seconds.
Oh yeah, it was because they got a haste on the Legion commander, and if he used any other hero, he would have died.
She just like hit him like 5, 6, 7 times, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not even at half health right now." So. I mean, if that's your issue, then, like, it's so difficult to deal with this hero, and he's becoming first pick material now, so it's crazy.
I'm not sure why they're banning Medusa, because I feel like Slurk is probably the best carry against Medusa. Because Medusa just goes stats, and then you're just stealing all her stats. It's quite good. Yeah. And she's not very mobile against Slurk.
She's a stat-based hero. Take her stats away, boom. gone, not even a problem. Obviously, some mana drain would be nice to have, whether through like a Nyx Assassin, which we've seen a lot recently.
I think
So.
if they had picked Medusa, you would just pick like a Nyx or an Invoker or something. But
5 seconds remaining.
I guess it's just a hero they just would rather not play against, and I kind of understand. I think Medusa is really strong right now.
Reserve
So
time.
That's a good feeling. Not wanting to play against a Medusa is not necessarily a bad thing.
yeah,
And I mean, that's not something that's happened recently in Dota. You know, we haven't seen like a Medusa and been like, oh god, a Medusa, they're in for some trouble. That only happened like this patch, and all of a sudden this Medusa's just like, yeah, I'm a good hero now. So it's ridiculous.
surprising to see Void completely ignored right now. I think that's a good hero for Virtus.Pro. Hasn't been picked or banned.
AA
Close.
combo with the Chronosphere is
Yeah.
pretty good also to stop Brewmaster and Slark. The hard CC against Slark is absolutely necessary, so I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, it's really good, especially if he's not able to react and get his Shadow Dance off. I mean, if you can get the Shadow Dance off, Void isn't as effective against Slark, but otherwise it's just as effective as it used to be.
Virtus.Pro's turn to
Vengeful
pick.
Spear coming out from 4 ASC, so they do have something against the Bat Rider
Yeah.
with that swap, and I mean, that's solid. Vengeful Spirit hasn't been seeing as much play as she did when the patch first came out, but still a very good hero. Armor reduction all around, so that will help you take down some of the tanky heroes like an Ogre Magi, because, 7 armor, you got to deal with that somehow, so.
Yes, you do. I think we'll see
10 seconds remaining.
if it's not a Void, what else could we
5
see?
seconds remaining.
Just trying to think of other carry heroes that they would want to pick.
I don't know.
Reserve time.
Spectre, maybe, but that seems really late game up against like a Slark, which I don't know how I feel
I don't
about
think
that.
they could pick Spectre.
Well, either way, there's other options to be sure. I don't know. It's just maybe more of a semi-carry and less of a hard farmer, but we've seen so many hard farmers. Weaver works with Ancient Apparition pretty well.
Oh,
but
it does.
it's
We haven't
susceptible to
been
ganks.
seen. We haven't seen much Weaver actually,
No.
which is kind of surprising. Since games tend to be going later, you would think that Weaver would be more popular.
Yeah, I think they really didn't change him all that much in the past couple of patches
No,
to
they
warn him not being
they
played.
buffed Weaver in the most recent one.
Yeah.
So you can get crit and Maelstrom.
Yep.
Those are options now.
Yep. So, I mean, he has more options to work with, like you mentioned. Now, I do want to talk about a bit with these teams and where they stand here in the current standings. In fact, I'll just bring up the screen real quick. As you can see, you look at Virtus.Pro, they're top of Group A, 6-0. 4 anchors plus a C captain. They're at 1-3 right now, and I thought they would do better here at the start, but Virtus.Pro have been tearing it up. However, they haven't faced too tough of competition. They 2-0'd Moscow 5, who are currently 0-6. They 2-0'd Complexity, who they're a pretty solid team, but I still think they were trying to find their way. And then, of course, Power Rangers, which I think is the most surprising thing for me, was Power Rangers going down 0-2. And then for the other side, 4 anchors, they won Team Tinker, but then they lost 0-2 against Evil Geniuses. So they've played some tough teams. This series could easily go the way of 4 ASC with a good draft or two.
Maybe Terrorblade. Maybe we'll see a Terrorblade pick.
10 seconds
Well,
remaining.
we'll figure it out. Terrorblade's actually, it's available. It did get, they're going to go for the Clinks. All right.
Radiant
I
team
honestly
pick.
didn't think they would pick Terrorblade. I'm actually not sure if Terrorblade's good or not right now. I know Cloud9 still pick it, but are they the only team that picks it anymore? I really
There's
haven't seen
one
much
other team, I
Terrorblade.
think. No, I guess Secret didn't pick it at Star Ladder. They did pick it in DotaPit, but not since then, I don't think.
I don't think they've picked it since it was nerfed.
10
I may be
seconds
wrong.
remaining.
I think, did they pick it at Star Ladder once? I feel like they might have.
Who, Secret?
I think, yeah.
5
I'm not
seconds
sure.
remaining.
If only we had a statistician. God, man. That's
Okay,
time.
they played Terrorblade against Navi, and I think it was at Star Ladder.
Okay. So then yeah, there are other teams that pick
So
Terrorblade.
there are
However,
teams that pick it.
Well, listen, it doesn't matter because I don't think either squad's going to pick a Terrorblade here, unless
Yeah.
you send this click spid, which is not going to happen, I don't think, in this situation.
Probably
So-
not. So now they need a mid hero, and 4 anchors need a support, and then off lane, I would imagine.
Yeah, for Trixie.
Tidehunter is available,
Yep.
and so is Void. But I
Centaur's
don't
still
think
available.
Void is not good with their heroes. Actually surprised Centaur has gotten this far and been completely ignored. I mean, we talked about how good it would be for Virtus.Pro. I don't think it would be as good for 4 anchors, because they already have... Well, there you go.
Virtus
I don't think it'd be
turn
as
to
good, but they
ban.
pick it anyways.
Well, I mean, it would definitely be better on the side of Virtus.Pro.
No,
but
absolutely. I agree with you 100%. But
I think Tide or Centaur would have worked fine for 4 anchors. Maybe they're picking Centaur to deny it from Virtus.Pro.
yeah, but at
Could
the same
also be
time,
a thing.
I guess you could send that
Remaining.
Rider mid and then do Virtus.Pro offlane Centaur and then Traveling
5
Flinks,
seconds
Ancient Apparition,
remaining.
Ogre Magi. I think you're maybe right. 4 anchors probably could just.
Well, I was
deny it.
saying instead of Clinks, so maybe
5
I don't know if it
seconds
fits in
remaining.
anymore, but before this it would have, I guess.
They are not banning any hero.
Radiant
Nobody has
team
DC'd.
back.
That's okay. They just ran out of time. That happens occasionally.
I mean, it
Not gonna
happens, but
Virtus.Pro's
I-
No, sometimes you're like thinking of a hero to ban and you can't come up with anything. So you're just like thinking, because if you ban something completely obscure, what does it even matter? And if you don't think there's anything that you don't want them to have, the last ban doesn't matter that much. I would say if there's a ban that you're gonna miss, the last one is probably the best.
yeah, that's true. I mean, theoretically, you would like to
10
not miss
seconds
anything.
remaining.
I
Alright,
mean,
well,
sometimes
they-
you just run out of
But
time.
5 seconds.
5
They picked the
seconds
Timber Saw.
remaining.
Okay, I'm surprised.
Radiant team
They
pick.
could. I mean, if you pick a Timber Saw here, I mean, they could have theoretically maybe made a Centaur work. So now it's looking like it is that bat mid. I think. Maybe.
Timber mid?
Really? Against
Timber mid.
Brew?
Against the Brew.
Yeah, that's fine actually.
Yeah,
That's
strength
good.
hero. I'm sure Brew still does well, and probably wins, but I imagine it's not so
10
terrible for
seconds
Timber Saw.
remaining.
You could exchange harass pretty effectively.
Yeah.
If Timber Saw was
5
as tanky as he used to be,
seconds
I think that matchup definitely is a bit more even, if not going in favor of Timber
Reserve
Saw
time.
altogether. So, 12 seconds down for 4 anchors. They need a
seconds
support.
remaining.
They need a last support here. They already have their 3 cores. And we'll see what they
5
do decide to
seconds
pick up
remaining.
for 4 ASC. 2 seconds remaining. Pick up something. They get the Sand King in.
And King.
Oh, this is interesting. An interesting choice coming out from 4 ASC.
That's a lot of melee strength heroes against the Timber Saw.
It really is. That's
Kind of
right.
concerned, honestly. And I think it's going to be a safe lane Timber Saw. They see that there's a lot of melee strength heroes. Let's just get this Timber Saw a lot of farm, some early levels. I bet it's probably going to be a God Clinks mid.
You can aggro try with this if you wanted to.
Aggro try.
If you
I
aggro
guess
try with the Clinks Ogre AA, you could get kills easily because Sand King wants to
Yeah.
be in the jungle. I think
And
it's,
they have a double melee, so it's Sark Sand King.
it's a possibility. I'm just throwing it out there for F4L, man.
I think it's kind of unlikely,
All right,
but
well.
I could see it. I think you're better off just warding the Sand King's jungle.
10
Yep.
seconds remaining.
Although we do, like, there's plenty of times where Sand King's jungle will be warden. He'll still have a good time. We'll see how
5
Drax
seconds
does
remaining.
fare up with that. All right, we're going to get underway, though. Our second series of the day, it is Virtus.Pro versus 4 ASC. Now, I want to remind everybody it's our last series of the day. We'll have a break
Prepare
tomorrow,
for
and then we'll
battle.
come back on, I believe it'll be Thursday. We'll have Complexity versus, maybe it was, hold on, let me find this real quick. EG versus Power Rangers, I think Complexity versus 4 ASC on the 30th of October. So,
Yep.
excited to bring you those series. Of course, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're already underway here. 4 ASC, for their squad, we'll have Drax playing the Sand King. It's going to be Matumba Man on the Slark, Boogie on the Vengeful Spirit, Trixie on the Sensor Warrunner, and Valix will be on your Brewmaster, and they are aggressively heading to the enemy jungle here.
Yep, and on the side of Virtus.Pro, we have G playing the safe lane Clinks, it looks like. Yol playing the support Ancient Apparition. BZZ is perfect on the Timber Saw. Jotum playing the Ogre
30
Magi. And
seconds
Sidoi
to
on the offlane Bat Rider.
So
What are they doing at level 1? This is like some shenanigans.
They really want, I think they spotted out Yol. They wanted to get that kill, and they unfortunately could not connect. However, they're still roaming around. They're still looking for something here, but they won't find it. At least not yet. Drax and Boogie aggressively up in the enemy jungle. I doubt they'll stay here, but they're kind of putting themselves on an island right now. They're nowhere near their teammates. Jotum's going to run right into them. They do have this Observer Ward, so Jotum is maybe going to try to find a
battle
Fire Blast.
begins.
Ancient Apparition backing away, looking for the 0-minute rune. He'll find a bounty. And somehow, 4 AC get out safely.
Yeah. And I also want to note that Sidoi did the thing where he buys a TP with boots and then goes in wards again. But he's actually going to be against a solo. Looks like they're going to... Wait, I'm confused.
Drax
Okay, they're
is
not
probably gonna head to
aggro.
the jungle. Boogie
Never
may
mind.
stay up here, and then he's gonna. Now I think he's going back.
No, he's just going bottom. They're just taking a really long time to get to their lanes.
Well, It is
And I
going to be
think-
that tri lane now.
Yeah, Slark does just fine against Bat. You can purge the stacks with your Dark Pact and then just get a magic stick.
Yep. So, I mean, it's interesting that they decided to lane it this way, but at the same time, I don't know if they really need to put too much pressure on G here. G is going to be in the top lane. He will be farming up. He will have that safe lane Klink's play. BZZ is playing your Timber mid, and it's pretty even thus far. Again, it's very early on here, so Velix could have a good time, but I think Sadoy should do okay. Jirax, he did get boots first, and he does have Burrow Strike, but, you know, level 1 Sand King, not that great. Meanwhile, Yul running right into Trixie. Trixie taking some damage. No double edge, no stomp. He went return first. So, it looks like there could be a bit of action all over the map. In fact, they're looking for Sadoy bottom. They will not get the Burrow Strike off. They saw that, of course, the Venge was coming in. So, nothing happening.
And did Sand King not try to stack any camps? I just noticed
He's
that
been
he
in
hasn't...
lane for the most part.
Oh no, that sentry does not see the ops.
That is unfortunate. That's a bit far away. He might place it. Oh, he doesn't have another one. They already put
And,
one down, I believe.
That's
Someone
not
else.
even the... That's not even the correct placement for a sentry. Because if it was at the magic bush, you wouldn't see it either.
Yeah. It needs to be over a bit more.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate. Not that it matters.
Not that it matters.
They'll need to buy another set of sentries if they really want to try to stack and pull, but
Where did they use the other sentry?
it's up on the
Did
cliff
they
here, top rune spot.
And they didn't even deward. I don't know. I think it's like really risky when you have a jungle Sand King and you really need access to the pulse. Like this is a hero that needs access to the pulse. That I think you should just use both sentry wards to secure your pulse in jungle.
When you have a jungle sinking,
Yeah.
I
'Cause,
think it's really important. I agree.
what does denying this top rune vision actually do? I don't think it actually
Wrapping ganks, I think.
accomplishes that
I don't
much.
know.
Yeah, but I mean, you're most likely gonna smoke if you gank the top lane anyways. So.
True. Well, either way, they're not going to have that Censure. They're not going to have that luxury, and see how things go. As BZZ is having a great time mid right now against Felix. 19 last hits to 10 of the Brewmaster.
Well, that's
Felix
like
hasn't really
perfect
used his clap,
CS.
though.
I think he's so he's missed one creep. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's real good for the Timber so early on. He is spamming out his Q button, but I mean that's fine. Whatever you can do to get your CS going. And Boogie is rotating over. The Sand King's nearby as well. It looks like they might try to make a go here on BZZ in this middle lane.
They sort of have
going to go for a haste rune. There's the clap as well. They're going to look for the Burrow Strike. BZZ
He's
might go
dead,
down
I
to the
think.
first blood. There is going to be the Wave of Tear. Magic Missile to finish it all off. They will get the kill. And Velix grabs it. Nice gank.
Good gank. They sort of have to go for a play like this because they don't have access to their poles, and the jungle timing is going to be really slow if he doesn't get any ganks off.
Dire's
So a good
middle
rotation to
tower
the
is
mid
under
lane.
attack.
Panda had a haste, and it was a pretty simple kill from there.
Yeah, they didn't stack their stuns. They did everything correctly. Velix gets the first blood, so that puts him towards whatever he wants. More likely than not going to be a Blink Dagger early. Trixie's going to leech experience top. He's level 4. Sadoy is sitting at level 4 as well. He's sitting at a decent amount of money. Both of them are doing pretty well for themselves. The Centaur's a bit far behind because well, I don't know. Maybe he has Tranquils coming out. I'm not sure. It looks like no. He's just behind in gold right now. Meanwhile, Sadoy trying to fight on Velix here for this 4-minute rune, and Brewmaster will take it. Sadoy now fire flying up and down to the high ground. He does take the clap, so he will get hit up with that. But that means that the
Radiant's
illusion
middle
rune is going to
tower
be
is under
secure for
attack.
BZZ, and so he'll have that in his bottle. So
I'd
only one
actually
kill.
say that's a surprising amount of experience for an offlane centaur at 4 minutes. Usually centaurs are having a much rougher time, especially when they're against a full tri-lane. And this is not a weak tri-lane. Clinks can harass you with searing arrows. If they ever get a stun and ignite on you with the chilling touch and ice vortex, you're probably going to go down. So
Yeah,
he's
they
doing a great job in the offlane.
They could kill him. He is
Dire's
trying to pull
top
right now.
tower
We've seen
is
him
under
take pulls
attack.
before as well. And it looks like Trixie's doing just a great job of surviving. Sadoy has rotated over to the jungle. He will be stacking and taking some jungle camps, which means he'll be getting an early Blink Dagger, unsurprisingly. But this also means that Drax down bottom is now getting room to work with as well. He's up to 600 gold, so...
Yeah, he's finally got his level 3, so he can jungle full time.
Yep. So now we're just gonna, I think, see a lull in the game up until some of these items are up. Might see BZZ or Velix rotate for a gank or two, but I don't know. We'll see.
And both of these players are just going to farm until they're blink daggers, most likely. And as I say that,
Trixie's trying to. Oh, he just took all that farm from Sadoy. But is he going to pay
Yeah, but
for
he's
this?
gonna
Shadow's
pay
going to
for
come
it.
in Fire Blast as well.
Tower
Trixie is
is under
actually dead. And I think
That's
Sadoy's okay with that trade.
not worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Jotum walks right into the burrow strike of Jirax. He's got a Sandstorm as well. They don't have any sentries. They will right-click him. They actually have the sentry on the high ground. Fire Blast comes in. No Ignite, but they don't need it. Jotum gets the kill. There's the split.
They're going to get a double
missile, but it's okay. Jotum's probably worth it, but maybe not Yul. Yul gets caught out. They do have Boulder Toss in 1 second. Yul, he's going to take that to the face. Boogie coming in. He doesn't have Magic Missile. Not that he needs it. And they get a double kill for their mid lane Panda coming in from Valix. And that gets him almost his Blink Dagger.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, he's already at 2,000 gold. It's going to be a 7-minute Blink Dagger.
Oh yeah. That
The
actually
bounty rune
turned
too.
real bad for Virtus.Pro.
Double damage.
Maybe it wasn't not too disastrous. They did get the kill onto the offlane center onto the Bat Rider, so he's inching closer to his blink. He's already at 1,300 gold. He cleared his stacks. He's probably going to try to stack some more, although his one camp was blocked since the beginning of the game.
Well, the thing in that last engagement, Ogre decided to walk down, and I think go for the rune was what he was doing, but in the process, he got stunned up, and then he did kill Jirax, yes, but... And by the way, Jirax, I think, is one of the best players I've seen, at least in Europe recently. He's so good. Specifically, his Earthshaker, we've talked about, has been fantastic, and now he's playing as Sand King, so something similar, teamfight oriented, and getting off some of these big stuns and plays will be very important. BZZ taking harass from Valix. Valix's Blink Dagger is done. You mentioned it, 7 minutes on the dot. He'll have that. BZZ has Arcanes. That's great and everything, but is that enough?
And during all of that, both of these carries are just farming away. Sitting at about the same CS, 43 to 46 for Clinks. And what is Clinks building into? Looks like Treads, and he's gonna go for a Bassie. Not sure what item he's gonna go for next. Maybe... I've seen so many things on Clinks. Some people still rush Orchid. Some people go back for a Midas. Some people just build a random item like Blink Dagger.
There's a lot of options, and we saw in the last series that, especially coming out from...
I mean, I think I've even seen like Maelstrom on this hero.
Yeah, there's a lot of options now that's in here. Oh, Stampede, Magic Missile. They just jump right on top of him, and that double edge cleans him out. Oh, that was surprising. That was the level 6 coming into play, and a nice gank coming up from 4ESC up against Virtus.Pro. BZZ will pick up a haste rune. He'll head a top with it, and he'll maybe try to find a kill. We'll see what he can get done. He decides to actually back away.
Yeah, I don't think he can get a kill. He might even be in danger of dying if he tries to go for that.
Shadow Dance. Pounce onto Jotum. Dark Pack going. Jotum in some trouble. Fire Blast. Gets juked. Sandstorm. Double Burrow Strike, but they cannot get the kill. Tipper Chain in. Here comes BZZ. The lasso as well. They'll try to bring Batama Man down. He already used his ult to be aggressive for whatever reason, and that's a double kill. Tipper Saw cutting down heroes as well as trees.
Yeah. They just overextended a little bit. I think if they just when after Sand King stunned out, if they just ran away, they would have been able to survive. But good rotation from BZZ using the haste rune and then TPing to the bot lane.
Boogie trying to fog out G right now. Stomp misses. G needs one last hit. He can't find it. Here comes Drax, though. G has to back away. No Skeleton Walk for 3 seconds. Burrow Strike only onto 1.
He's just going to die.
Stomp going to come in. Double Edge as well. No, he Skeleton Walks immediately. They do have the sentry. He's going to walk right back into it. G, where are you going, buddy? I think he was looking for the kill in the venge. He's still getting chased down. They cannot find the kill to pick him up.
Is under attack.
There's a lot of footsies being played all over the map. Oh, and
well, he's so tanky with the...
Oh, they missed the clap. The split's going to come in. G has Skeleton walking 1. Jotum might be the only one to fall here. And looks like he will.
Maybe they're looking for the AA.
Uh-oh. He's Skeleton Walked. Do they have detection? Drax has nothing on him.
Doesn't dispel either.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, they do have dust.
They do.
Valix, I think, had it. G in trouble. There's the Stampede as well. And they'll grab the kill. That's huge. I thought for sure they didn't have detection. I did not check the Brewmaster, who had just picked it up. And Matuma Man gets to the tier 1 tower bottom as well. What a huge set of plays coming out from the Finns. 4ASC getting involved, and they get a couple of kills and a tower.
Yeah, that was really big for them. The only thing they're lacking right now is the Sand King's a bit under farmed. It's 10 minutes and he still doesn't have a Blink Dagger. But everything else seems to be going pretty much their way. I mean, this Panda is 4-0. The Slark just got a tower in the bot lane and he's farming up the jungle now. And Trixie, honestly, is having a really good game. He's going to have a Blink Dagger probably at the 12 or 13 minute mark. And for an offlane center, that's really good.
Velix is going to fall here in the mid lane. Fire Blast comes in. They do commit a couple of rotations there for that kill, but I think maybe it's worth it at that point. But yeah, I mean, Trixie getting an early blink. You look at the Sand King, he'll get an early blink. So when these blink daggers do come online, Virtus.Pro are going to have to be careful. And that's easier said than done. I mean, Yol he's pretty much just a piece of glass. He'll just break and die instantly.
Yeah.
So, but...
And I mean, his main objective this game is just stay off the map and try to get this level 6 and then just shoot ults.
Well, as it is for a lot of Ancient Apparitions, but...
Yeah, I mean, he's just paper this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, it's free farm, essentially, for 4A, see if they can catch him out with those blinks. So now, I think... Oh, McGendis, BZZ going all the way across. He's looking for Trixie. He might even find him as well. Chakram comes in. There's the Timber Chain. He just blows him up. That was just a Mission Impossible move coming out from BZZ to secure that easy kill.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that blew him up. I was surprised.
Sark goes back for the Midas. I think it's okay this game. I think, actually, maybe not. I actually think they should be playing more aggressive with their heroes. Like, they're going to have Blink on center and Panda and Sand King in the near future. I think Sark probably should have opted for some fighting items. Because they're going to make it go on G again.
Yeah. Great swap from Boogie. They threw the AA Ice Blast, and I think that maybe G was going to try to go for the kill, but then Boogie just swapped him. And the fact that Vengeful Spirit is already getting swaps off, and he's level 8. He's
level 8.
He's pretty farmed, man. That's the level 8 Venge at 12 minutes in. That's not bad.
Yeah, he's made a couple of rotations top, and they've all resulted in kills.
Oh, gets Yol bottom.
And the Venge has made 2 or 3 rotations top, and they've always resulted in kills on G. G is having a really rough game, and I think it all comes back to not controlling the Centaur enough in the laning phase.
Bottom tower is under
It's really, I think Centaur is one of the easier offlaners to control in the early game. As far as, he's not as tanky, as like Tide, he doesn't really have the comeback mechanisms that some of these other offlaners have. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think they could have killed that Centaur easily, like 2 or 3 times, in fact.
Or even completely zoned him.
They could have just done a better job altogether. Yeah. However, Virtus.Pro are not out of it, but this is really difficult. G needs some farm. Luckily, the Timbersaw is going to become a force to be reckoned with, but, I mean, Jirax has his Blink Dagger if he buys it now. Centaur has his Blink Dagger. They have their Blinks. They're ready to go. They're ready to fight at this point in time. So one bad engagement for Virtus.Pro, they could lose 3, 4, even 5 heroes if it goes that poorly. So we'll see. I mean, now with, I think it's, let's see, 3 Blink Daggers done on their team. Yep. So that's huge.
And VP are smoked up, but it doesn't look like they're going to find anything in the top lane. For ASC knows something was wrong. They just rotate all their heroes mid. Don't take any chances. I mean, they're all off the map right now for VP, so.
Yeah, and now 4ASC decide to put pressure on the other side of the map, that being the mid lane. Velix has a split. They've got everything, like I just said. Down bottom, Matuma Man's been just free farming. They have yet to deal with him. He's been involved in 1 kill, and that was a gank bottom, where he jumped right on top of Yol. He did die early. Stampede, though, Epicenter, G in the top lane. There's the Stomp double edge, and they blow him up again. G cannot find any room to farm, and they're just making sure his life is a living hell. Well, so, rough start for G. In fact, his net worth, he's barely ahead of the Centaur at this point. And it's only going to get worse if he keeps dying.
And the only one really having a good game in this game for VP is BZZ. He's about to finish his Bloodstone. He's 3-1. Has good CS for mid lane. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, they really need to find pickouts with this Bat Rider, but I think they've only gotten 1.
I mean, he'll be tanky in these fights, and they won't have the damage. Blink Lasso, Velix getting caught out. Can they kill him? Nice swap from Boogie. Magic Missile comes in. Beautifully done. And they save Velix's life. Now, again, they lose the Vengeful Spirit, but for that, I mean, that's a big play. They rotated everybody there for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, and I think 4ASC are fine with... They basically traded Lasso and a bunch of ult cooldowns I'm surprised they're not defending this.
Oh,
Okay,
that double, man. Now there's going to be the split coming in. BZZ caught out Jotum as well. They're both rather tanky. The boulder toss was already used. Cyclone up in the air. That'll be on G. Jotum getting chased down. They will jump in. Double edge from Trixie. Secures the kill. G trying to go to work here. Matumba Man gets the kill on Sidori in the backside, by the way. He assassinated him. Matumba Man's actually out of mana. They might blink Burrow. They might blink Stomp. They're not really sure. Matumba Man's just sitting here on the high ground currently. They do take 2 kills. They lose nothing except for the tier 1 tower, which was not denied, I don't believe. Oh, it was denied. Trixie did get the deny off.
They denied it.
Impressive.
Pretty good fight from 4AC. I think it actually could have gone better. Trixie, when he TP'd in, he didn't have any mana for Blink Stun. Or his ult even, but I think his ult was on cooldown. But he didn't have mana for the stun. As Jerax is just being an annoying pest to G right now.
He's just being a nuisance to G now. However, Jerax has to actually blink away, and he gets out just fine. So, Brewmaster does get his Vlads. Have you seen an Ags Brew since, you know, this last patch? It's been like so, like...
I've seen like 1 or 2. It's just not good. Like, people realize that if you go Ags, you're like limiting yourself on this hero. Whereas if you go the Aura items, you scale better and you don't even lose that much damage.
I agree with you. I feel like Ags is just a bit of a waste. Mid lane, Sidoi got the kill with Blaster. Stomp coming in. Now Jotum and G both caught out. Stomp, double edge. The Burrow Strike sets it all up, and double kill coming out from Trixie. Wow, what a fight coming in from 4ASC. They lose Boogie in the mid lane, but they turned it around, realizing that Lasso wasn't there. And now they can put pressure on the tower. And Matumba Man is just farming. He's got a blink. He's got treads. He's not even killing anybody. He got like 1 kill in the last fight, but...
He's just been farming for the last 10 minutes. Like, undisturbed, too. And how do they pressure to kill him?
I don't know.
It's actually very difficult to kill him right now.
The only way they could really bring him down, I think, is either a multicast or a lasso.
Yeah.
And both of those are difficult at the very best, so...
I think
can't burst him, I don't think.
Lasso especially is very difficult to use on Slark, just because he can just click Dark Pact when he sees you blink.
Yeah, I think the Dark Pact has to be on cooldown, but I mean it's like a 4-second cooldown, so that does nothing. So
Farm Slarks are scary. He's certainly getting farmed.
Yeah, I mean Slark hasn't, before this patch, he wasn't picked too often. I mean, he was picked occasionally, but now, I mean, like, it seems almost every other game we've seen Slark.
Well, he was really terrible against the Death Ball strats.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower
now
is under attack.
He's got room to shine. His Blink Dagger is now picked up, as we've talked about. So 4 blinks now on 4AC. Trixie, they are maybe in trouble here. He's going to stomp up. Magic Missile's going to come in on BZZ. Again, he's rather tanky. There's a blink in. Clap does miss. They're going to go for a split.
Another haste room.
Drunken Haze. Multicast coming in. Brew very low. Swap back in. A ult coming through. Boogie. Gonna get hit by it. Matumba Man cleans up somebody in the back end. There's going to be the epic coming in. BZZ. There's the clap. He's low. Split's going to go as well. Trixie about to fall. Tipper chain away. BZZ on the run. Please help, he's saying. He tipper chains towards a tree. The immolation from the Fire Panda should grab the kill. Right click him. There's the boulder toss. That'll secure the kill. He does not bloodstone suicide. G coming in, trying to right click with the searing arrows. And now Valix has to blink away and will make it out in time. I think that was a 2-for-2 trade when it's all said and done.
Matumba Man gets a kill in the bottom lane. On the Ancient Apparition.
I mean, this is a 15-kill game, and he's only been involved in 3 of them. And this is your Slark that we're talking about as well. G does deny the top tower.
I mean, he's going to be level 16 at 20 minutes in the game.
And he's going to have another item, too. He might go straight Scotty, also, if he wants to. I don't know.
It's going to go Scotty, I imagine.
Yeah. Getting caught out by BZZ, he's chasing him down. Matumba Man probably is fine. He doesn't have Shadow Dance, but doesn't need it. Meanwhile, Sidoi, I think, forced away. Blinked away as well. As top lane, he was getting ganked by Jirax and Trixie. So, and G has nothing at 19 minutes. He's got an Oblivion Staff. Actually, almost as his second Oblivion Staff. So he is getting close to the Orchid. Meanwhile, Burrow, Sidoi, in some trouble. Sandstorm, Magic Missile. That'll secure the kill. They do get hit up by the Ice Blast from the AA ult, but they should be okay. 4AC will probably back up. Meanwhile, Matumba Man. I actually cannot get any of Matumba Man's kills because he's doing them all over the map. G will kill Vengeful top. I missed a couple kills there, but...
It's just so hard for VP to play against these heroes when they didn't... They just didn't do a good enough job early game shutting down the Blink Dagger timings on these heroes. And now they're just...
G stomp. is double edge going to be enough? I don't think so. He lost all of his health from Death Pack there, excuse me. But he does survive. And we'll deny the tower mid. Okay, so a bit of a stable couple of minutes maybe for Virtus.Pro. I mean, they've gotten picked off a bit. But an Orchid could do G very good here. Very well, I should say.
Yeah, if he can get an Orchid off like on this Panda before he splits, that'd be really huge.
Virtus.Pro are having a rough time. I mean, they had a rough time. They had a rough time in the early game of both of the games against Power Rangers, but they were able to come out with victory. And usually it was BZZ who was kind of in trouble in terms of his farm, but now it's G this game, and I feel like if G's in trouble, then that's a big problem that you've got. I mean, G is arguably the best player on Virtus.Pro, I'd say. And
yeah. Generally, the team goes as G goes.
Yes. I think that's a fair assessment. Matumba
Man's coming.
Sadoy is now pounced on, leashed up as well. Dark Pack, Essence Shift is doing some work at Sadoy. Sadoy, as you know, strong as he may be, he's still a Bat Rider. Jada gets blown up. My God, they destroyed him. That armor reduction coming in from Boogie just obliterated him. And Velix came with a couple of right clicks as well. Orchid is now done. Meanwhile, Stampede's going to go. Trixie looking for Yol. He's going to find him. Pounces up as well. 3 now dead. Double kill from Matumba Man. He ain't done yet. Jirax Burrow Strike. BZZ clap. Boom goes the dynamite. They grab the kill. 4 dead. G is the only one alive, and he is lucky they do not have a gem. They're going to try to take this tier 2 tower. Did they spot out G? I think they just saw him. He does shadow walk away. Skeleton walk, rather, but...
I'm not sure. Like, this Klink's pick just seems rather out of place for this game. Like, if you look at how the game's going, this Klink's can't offer anything when they have 4 Blink Daggers.
Yeah, he doesn't have good positioning right now.
Oh no. That's the Cerberus Bat Rider.
He's gonna get Orchid swapped out though. Ancient Apparition Ice Blast does not connect. Meanwhile, G coming through. Split comes up. BZZ going to work at Jirax. Flame break back. Jirax should fall. No, he's so low. Ignite should take him down, though, and will do so. Meanwhile, they cannot grab a kill on anybody on Virtus.Pro. This is an okay fight for them. And now you've got to back away. The Earth Panda is all the way back. Meanwhile, Matumba Man does clean up Sadoy, and he actually just leaps away from the Ignite. Timber Chain coming in, Matumba Man getting chased down. Trixie's here as well. He does have Blink Stomp if he wants to go on somebody. They might try to re-engage here. Matumba Man is regenning up. He's ready to go. He has no mana, though. Dark Pack, the multicast is Dark Packed it off. And now he'll just get away. Stampede coming in. Ice Blast coming through. Now the Blink Clap. Jottam gets blown up by the crit from Velix. They destroy him. However, G destroys Matumba Man. Dust is up. They have no mana for Stomp here. And G is very quick with level 4 Skeleton Walk. Trixie, his mana very close. 5 mana away from being able to stomp on him, but decides against chasing him. Well, maybe not. Drex comes in. G is spotted. Sentry Ward. Dust. Burrow Strike. Sandstorm. G is going to fall.
There's so many that Sentry just expired. Like 2 seconds after he died. Wow.
That's hilarious. Oh,
that is really unfortunate for G. Had he walked past there like 3 seconds prior to that, he wouldn't have been seen and he would have lived.
This is a manly-ass game coming out from 4A. I see right now, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, this is quite the game. There's been so many skirmishes, like the entire game. And I think it would have favored VP had they been able to force them before the blinks, but right now there's just so much mobility, so many stuns on 4ASC. It's so hard to fight into this. They have no BKBs. They don't really have any like big AoE teamfight ults, so it's going to be a struggle to come back in this game.
Yeah, really, all it took was the Blink Daggers from 4AC. I mean, that's it. Yeah. And it's really not that much finesse. Stampede's going to go. They're going to catch out Yol, who's going to get blown up by Trixie.
Dire's top tower
he will fall. Boogie actually gets the kill. But
and honestly, I haven't even seen an epicenter of this game.
I've seen once or two, but, I mean, they don't really need him. You look at G, he's getting blown up, but they can't grab the kill, actually. Boogie's about to fall.
They're going to get Boogie.
Nice turnaround there. Blink Lasso. Trixie not getting caught out. Virtus.Pro. Oh, they will clean up G with Velix coming in with the Blink Clap. Velix does have a double damage. There's the epicenter you were looking for. Sadoy's getting blown up. He's about to fall. They do pick up Jirax there. Sadoy's going to go down. No, he blinks away. All right, they're doing okay. Virtus.Pro staying alive here. They've got to get the Earth Panda out now.
Bottom tower is under
he does have... That's not the double damage rune. I don't know why
that's still he needs a Chakram on top of it.
Chakram. Shoulder toss.
Missed it.
Blinks away. Nice
Dire's
play.
bottom tower has fallen.
And meanwhile, Matamba Man pushing out the bottom lane, farming away. Another 2,000 gold on top of his finished Scotty.
Alright.
What are they typing? Craigasm. Oh,
Drax,
man.
what a player, man. He's a man of the people. What a guy. Well, for ASC, I mean, they've got some room to work with
Dire's
here
bottom
now.
tower is under
They have a
attack.
10,000 net worth lead and a 12,000 experience lead. They could take Roshan if they wanted to. But Summon Man is chasing after you. Ice Blast is going to go.
What is this?
That's a bit... he just Shadow Dances away. G's chasing him down. Orchid's available. Dark Pack's a bit early. Orchid is late. He leaps before the Orchid, and he's fine.
I can trust you.
You know the game's not going very well when there's a Slurk chasing your AA in between the tier 2 and tier 3 towers, and then you TP heroes in and he just walks away.
I mean, that's just the game that 4AC have had, honestly. It's just been that type of game, man. I'll tell you what. Scotty is done for Slark. He's had that for some time. He's also got 2.3k gold in the bank for whatever he wants in his repertoire. Courier? Courier.
Dire's courier has been
Well.
killed.
Kill that creep. Yeah.
Oh no, he got the Dark Pact off.
And he did. Now G's in some trouble here. No death pact up on him, but he will actually just make it away alive.
He's gonna run
head out
because
and
he didn't
regen.
have Shadow Dance. I bet if he had Shadow Dance, he would have committed for that kill.
His bash is almost done. He's jumping back in. He's not going to go for G, though. Now he has Shadow Dance, but he pops it to just back away. He doesn't want to get caught out there. So, Basher, after he has his Scotty, that's a
Dire's middle
27-minute
tower is under
blank
attack.
Basher Scotty.
And the Brewmaster finishes up his BKB. Probably on his way to an AC. He's got 1,400 golds.
That's his next level.
Force Staff completed on Trixie. For even more mobility.
Because why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean, there's going to be a Force Staff on Jarek soon as well.
Yeah, I mean, they have everything they need to get a team fight. That'll secure them the game. But at this point, the buyback or the respawn timers are so low that even if you do kill them, I mean, I don't even know if you can get a set of racks off the back end of it.
I think they should go for Roshan pretty soon.
Yeah, that's the objective that I think everyone's thinking about right now.
Maybe after taking these 2 tier 2 towers and top and mid.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They will take the 2-2
Radiant
top. That's good.
structures are
That gets
fortified.
obliterated. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Drax comes in. They're going to blink stomp. BZZ in some trouble, but he's pretty tanky. He's going to try to just bots out, and looks like he will make it. It wasn't a burrow. There also wasn't a stomp. That was a very close time as the burrow was about to be up. So.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, somehow they didn't get the deny on the tower because they miscommunicated.
Jump in with some man mid, shot him. Now getting caught out. There's the Shadow Dance. They can't even use the Fire Blast. Sidori gets blown up as well.
Dire's middle
Valix
tower
is dominating.
under
2
attack.
dead instantly. And he definitely just dropped something on the ground. I think it was his kill maybe or something. Meanwhile, there's the split BZZ. Wow. Did he blow up? Boogie with
has
the
a
armor
blink.
reduction.
Blink Vengeful Spirit. They have 5 Blink Daggers.
Dire's middle tower
That's
is
right,
under
team.
attack.
5 full
Dire's
blinks.
middle tower has
I don't think
fallen.
I've ever seen that before.
I think I
Dire's
might have seen it
bottom
once or
tower
twice.
is
But
Maybe
under
once. 5 Blinks. That is...
that's how you know you're winning, man.
Yeah. When you're
4 SC
position
taking down the
5...
tier 3 tower here, and yeah, they're gonna try to take down multiple tier 3s across the map.
I think that's game.
Dire's
I
middle
honestly
tower
think
has
you're right
fallen.
at this point.
I just don't
Dire's
see any
bottom tower
comeback
is under
mechanism for
attack.
VP this game. Like in the in the previous series, whenever they would get behind, they would have these huge AoE teamfight ults.
G's dead as well. Blink Burrow in from Jirax, now getting low. They can't actually take the racks down, but here comes Valix. His BK beat up. Jumping now on top. Magic Missile goes in. Double kill. Matuma Man gets it done. He's looking for G. Timber Chain up. If G dies again, he's down for a while. They do lose Jirax. They can't actually take the Raxes, so they will back away. Matuma Man Dark Packs. That long-range Timber Chain, though, from BZZ. Valix is going to back away now, as he has no mana left in the tank. Now the Abyssal is... That's a 29-minute Abyssal Blade. He's jumping in. He's looking for a target. He can't find anybody. Not yet, anyways. He's going to look for BZZ. I don't think he can kill
Abyssal.
BZZ, even with the Abyssal.
No.
He just wants to
probably
show
not.
it off.
He'd have to cancel a Timber
Dire's
Chain with
middle
Abyssal.
barracks are under attack.
Glyph does go.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Panda buys an S and Y.
Nice.
That's some disrespect. Gotta buy
Dyer's
that
item.
for the like
Leave SNY
end screen SNY.
Gee,
Dyer's
do they
middle
have a gem?
barracks has fallen.
Swap away. They still kill him. Now the split
Oh,
on the
they might
back
get
end
a double
got him,
kill.
getting blown up, but Trixie's dead first. So Valix is trying to do all of this work on his own, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to get a single kill here.
He needs to retreat.
He's about to fall. Matuma Man jumps in, though. Dark Pack, 1 dead, 2 dead. Double kill for Matuma Man. Can he get the Abyssal off? Yes, Sadoy, 3 dead, but Valix will grab that kill. Kill secured. Valix is snickering to himself. BZZ's got a TP away. No first hit bash from Matuma Man.
Radiant's top
Mid racks
tower is under
down.
attack.
Bottom racks are exposed as Valak one hits the tier
Dyer's
3
bottom
tower.
has fallen.
And the GG should be
Dyer's
coming out
bottom
any moment from
barracks are
now.
under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Getting jumped on so much away. Drax still sandstormed up. Meanwhile, G throws up the Orc and Malevolence and fall. Meanwhile, BZZ commits suicide, denying himself. Drax, of course, sandstorming, so G actually can't even get the kill. But Summer Man is very low. And if he gets this kill, Epicenter, though, Drax has just enough mana, and now the Death Pact is gone as well. G very low, he's going to take a spill. Matuma Man jumps back in. Jotum's done. Triple kill. Godlike from Matuma Man. And that is your GG. Virtus.Pro, their first loss of the DotaPit League Season 2 at the hands of the Finstack for ASC with a fantastic game.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was mostly a drafting issue. They didn't really draft any AoE teamfight heroes. They didn't really draft a super, late game carry hero, and then they didn't really draft either to win the lanes, so I'm not exactly sure what the plan for their draft was. I mean, and then against all these heroes that just run at you, they just didn't have an answer for all these blink daggers.
That was something else, I gotta say. 5 blink daggers coming up for ASC. And at the end of the day, Matuma Man picks up a 726 GPM tab. Guys, that is just game number 1 of this 2-game series, and it's already shaping up to be a pretty good one. Again, 4ASC will take the victory here. Make sure you, of course, check us out, twitch.tv/DotaPit. Go ahead and follow us there. Check us out at twitter.com/DotaPit as well. My name is Mott. You can follow me at twitter.com/MottDota. With me today is F4L. Check him out at twitter.com/F4LDota. Of course, make sure you do check out the ticket. $9.99 in the Dota store. Definitely worth a purchase, as it also comes with the Sorcerer of the Blackpool set. A very nice set indeed. And shout out to our sponsors, Twitch, Tessero, Sapphire, Sennheiser, and AMD. We'll be right back, guys. Stick around.